What's up, y'all? It is Bella, back testing with Bella, trading day. Today, I am going to be showing you guys how to take entries and exits using a higher time frame. This can be for the people who don't have time to look at the charts all day. You know, you can just set your alerts and then come back when it's time. Anyways, the more higher the time frame, the more accurate your trade will be. But before I get into this video, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Please help take my channel to the next level. And, you know, stay tuned because I'm going to be dropping gems, like I always do. It's going to help you improve your trading. So, getting straight into it. Let's get into it. TradingView, they do got another sale for Cyber Monday. So, if y'all ain't get the sale from Black Friday, there's another chance here. Alright, so I am going to get into back testing mode. I'll get into replay mode from this area. So I am going to start with top-down analysis. If you guys did not watch my video on top-down analysis, I will add it in the description box below so you can access it easily. Okay, my chart's messing up. Give me a second. Let's go back far. Alright, so I am into replay mode in this moment. So what I will do is I will start from the higher time frame, top down analysis, and then work my way down to the 4 hour in one day. So at the 3-month chart, I can see that it is above a 3-month bullish fair value gap. So it is holding above a bullish 3-month fair value gap. On a 1-month chart, I don't see anything. On the weekly chart, it is also above a 1-week fair value gap. So at a daily chart, it is also above a bullish daily fair value gap. Now, what I do see in the market is that buy side liquidity has already been taken out. So buy side liquidity was pretty much taken out from this swing high up here. So the market can be shorted back down into these displacements. Now, I do see a bearish candle right here, but I need a little bit more confirmation. So here at this line, this was a break of structure, basically breaking a swing high in the market and then taking out more buy side liquidity, which is that area there. So let's say if I'm not in a trade already, here's how I would go about my entries and my exits. I'm going to go down to the 4 hour time frame. Now this kind of looks like more bullish, more momentum looking at a lower time frame. I'm not too sure yet, so let me see. That's why I wasn't too sure yet, because I felt like it could possibly go higher. So no trade there for me. See, I can enter into a trade from here. I can have this as an entry. The reason why I can have it as an entry is because I just see that it formed a bullish 4 hour fair value gap. Now, I would have a stop loss just below this fair value gap. So if I was entering at 414.89, you know, the market is currently at its highest high. So I can't go off a higher point. I'm just basically, I'm going to just take it to the next psychological number. So I'm going to just go to 418. So I'll have a target up there at 418. So this is my target. And yeah, from this low point down here at the end of the fair value gap, I'll have this as a stop loss. So you guys can see it didn't necessarily reach up to 418. It went to a high of 417.39. But I don't like the way how this candlestick is looking. So the trade can be possibly cut from here. So this was the entry here at 414. And it went to a high of 417. So it went about $3 up. That's a good trade on SPY. So let me just go ahead and start looking for the next trade because I'm not too sure about what this next candlestick's gonna do. Let's see. Alright, so from here, this can be a little sell-off, going to fill some displacements back down towards sell-side liquidity because SPY has been on the run. It has broke its breaking structure way from this point down here, and it's just continuing to run. So let's see. Looking at a higher time frame, I'm gonna go back to the daily. At the daily, it is inside of a 1-day fair value gap. So this will be an entry here from where the market is currently at, which is at 415. I will put an entry because obviously there's a sell-off happening here. So it looks like the market has reached its highest point and now it's turning back around towards sell-side liquidity. I will have my stop loss just above the last high of this candle. So at 416.71, this will be a stop loss for me. And now I am going to set my targets. So my first target would be for 413. Now make my target points red. My next target will be towards 410. My last target will be towards 410.26, so not too far. So you guys can see the first two targets have been taken out. It is kind of bouncing again, but let's see if it can really take out 410. Well, you know what? It wasn't too much of a difference. So it was like 50 cents difference. So fuck it. Fuck that trade. But the third day, it can be possibly lower. I should have stuck to fuck that trade. But you guys can see that the first two targets were taken out. So if I would have entered my trade from 415, you guys can see it never hit the stop loss at 416. Instead, it went to go take out my first two targets, which was at 413, and then it went down to 410.95. And then you guys can see it's pretty much bouncing from here. So obviously, it can trade back towards buy-side liquidity and even past it. But I'm going to go and look at the 4-hour time frame. So looking at the 4-hour time frame, just let me clear these lines real quick. Because if I'm not mistaken, I am coming into a ICT sell model. So this is a bonus in this video. You guys can see that it did take out buy-side liquidity. It did come down to back to this swing low, which was a market structure shift, and now it's trading back up towards a displacement. So I will go ahead and add the steps, and when you're looking for a ICT sell model, just give me 1 second. So at an ICT sell model, the first step you're looking for has the market taking out buy-side liquidity. Okay, from the third point you are looking for, has a swing low been formed? From the third point, is it displacement, which means is it fair value gaps above the swing low? Because that's where you're going to enter from. Okay, so that can be your entry ICT sell model. And then your targets will be displacements towards sell side liquidity. Okay, so this is just real quick an ICT sell model because I think that's what this can possibly be. So let's see. I'm gonna wait on the bearish candle though. Fuck, that bearish candle was big as hell. They didn't give me no chance to enter my trade. All right, but let's just say if I got an entry here. So this is my entry. My bad, I put target. The reason why this is my entry is because I told you guys I do see an ICT sell model that has been set up. Buy side liquidity was taken out way from the left of this chart. I looked at the daily chart, right? And on the daily chart, you can pretty much see that the market has reached its highest point. And it created a bearish order block. So when a bearish order block is formed, that means that sellers have stepped in the market and the market can go lower, you know what I'm saying? So going back to the 4-hour chart, if I wasn't already in the trade, I would definitely enter my trade from 414.70 and I will have my stop loss just above the high, which is at 416.78, because obviously if it trades higher than that, the market's going to continue higher. It's going to market shift off on my ass. So this will be a stop loss. Now I will have targets here. So my first target will be 413. I'll make this line orange. My next target will be at the next swing low, which is at 410. And I'm going to delete this. And then I will have my last target. That's a bit close. I'll have my last target down here at 406. So let's see how it plays out. So you guys can see perfect ICT sell model. This is a perfect ICT sell model. You guys can see entering from 414. The first target has already been taken out, 413. It's even went to a low of 411.15. Now I do want to see it go back past this sell side liquidity below 410. Alright, so that trade would have been cut. So, switching up my bias real quick. I'm going to go back to the daily chart. At the daily chart, this can be considered a double top. So at this double top, either there's going to be a rejection or it's going to continue trading higher. So in a market here, I will put double top. I'll put it in the center. So let's see what the market does, if it wants to continue higher or if this is a true double top. Alright, so obviously the market is just trading at its highest point. And y'all keep in mind, I think SPY is like at all-time highs right now, so I can't necessarily go off a higher point to see where the market can go. Okay, I'm just basically going on psychological numbers right now, going towards buy side liquidity because the market currently is at its highest point. This day is way from like the 21st. I mean, this is from the year 21, my bad. But it's the first, so this is like SPY is at its highest points. So even from here in this area, I ain't really too much trying to short the market. So a break of structure has happened. Whenever a break of structure happens, usually more liquidity is going to get taken out towards buy side liquidity. So I will go to the 4-hour chart. If the market is currently at 422, I'll take a quick scalp trade on this. I'll let it go to 424. The one time that I don't put a plan, the one time that I don't put a fucking plan, like a stop loss, you know what I'm saying? But it's all cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and delete this. So from here, the market is trading below a 1-day bearish fair value gap. It is also trading below a 4-hour bearish fair value gap. So the market can possibly trade to 406. So you guys can see it did go to 406 because obviously this just created a bunch of bearish momentum. I guess it didn't want to go higher from there. Now from here at this point, back at this bullish breaker structure, the market can possibly bounce again from this area. So you guys can see the market is bouncing from this bullish breaker structure. Also, a bullish order block has been formed too, so buyers obviously stepped in the market. But hopefully you guys got an understanding on how to take trades on a higher time frame. And, you know, if you have any questions, please join my free Discord. It's free. So that's my video for today, and stay blessed.